he would see my sister like every couple of years. He would show up for like a few weeks and then he would disappear again.
Yeah.
He was always working under the table, so he didn't have to pay my mom child support.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he would come around, he would act like he was like the best dad ever, when he was obviously a fucking loser. I remember when I was like 11, he came to our apartment, and we probably had seen him maybe 3 years before that was the last time we'd seen him.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like walking around outside with him. He's like, "Hey, Brendan, do you have $5? I need to get cigarettes." And I was like, "How are you asking an 11-year-old for $5, bro?"
Oh my God.
Like, what
dude.
a loser.
Okay.
Live, but not actually live.
Live from New York. Not us.
Because we're in Phoenix, Arizona.
And we're not live.
Oh.
Well, we are alive.
We are live, but we are not live like on Instagram or
Man.
whatever.
Since I watched the last episode, now all I can think about is like C-Bum actually fighting O'Malley. That would be hilarious.
I wonder. Nah. I was going to say, like, if they got tied up, like jiu-jitsu. Like, if.
Like grappling
C-Bum,
style?
Yeah, like if C-Bum got a hold of him good, if he could, like, hold him there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it would have to be, like, the perfect position.
If he could get on top of Sean, he'd be fine.
I don't know, dude.
That's the only way. And, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of ways Sean can counter that, but his strength can only help him so much.
He could counter it. Like, Bumstead's big, and he's strong.
Yeah.
But O'Malley's, I think he's strong enough and has the skill to get out of it.
The thing is, like, the way I think about it is I don't think if Chris Bumstead was laying dead on top of O'Malley, I don't think O'Malley could push him off.
I think he could.
Dude, Chris Bumstead,
I don't think he could push.
280?
I don't
He's,
think he
like,
could
freaking
push him
huge.
off, but he could squirm out sideways or something.
Maybe, yeah, but he couldn't push him up.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No, he's not bench pressing him off of him.
That's a big part of jiu-jitsu is using people's body weight to your advantage.
Yeah, but pushing someone off of you is not using their weight to your
Yeah,
advantage.
but when your back is to the mat, well, no, you don't want your back to them, really. Like if O'Malley was like on all fours and Chris Bumstead knew just like barely anything about jiu-jitsu and got on Sean O'Malley's back, Sean O'Malley would be toast.
Yeah.
Rear naked choke.
It's weird.
Dunzo.
I don't think he would get it. He would have to have some training for a choke.
That would never happen because Chris Bumstead would never be able to get him down.
Yeah. If they start standing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they always start standing.
Yeah, except in wrestling.
Well, if it was like a strict wrestling match, maybe.
You know, in wrestling, when they start in that weird position.
Yeah.
Like one guy on all
fours. It depends on the what happens. I forget the rules of wrestling.
I forgot, but there's a point where that happens.
Yeah.
I don't remember why that. I think it's like if you score points or something.
It's if someone gets knocked out of bounds in a certain position, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Leave it in the comments. We're back, baby.
Comments.
Oh, you know what I was thinking of?
What?
So now that we're slowly starting to get a little bit of an audience, we need a name for our audience.
They're our friends.
There are amigos.
Yeah, duh.
Obviously.
We already knew that.
And I was thinking about that on the way here. I was like, what should we call them? And I was like, duh,
You're like
amigos.
For like 3 days. You're like, what the fuck can we call them, dude?
What are we going to call them? I have to figure this out.
Thanks for watching, amigos.
Thanks, amigos.
And for listening, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You can follow us on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify if you don't want to look at us. Or if you're driving, it'd probably be safer.
Yeah. Maybe do that when you're driving, you know?
Yeah.
I know we're really entertaining. I know that you just can't get enough. See us. But
because we're doing so much with this one camera angle and just
100%.
It's very entertaining to watch.
I mean, it's intense. Yeah. It's real intense. You never know what's going to happen on this podcast.
Dude,
we don't.
Yeah, we don't either. But I did think of something I wanted to talk about today.
Yeah.
Is like how much time we waste. Like
as human beings.
Yeah, just in general, like everyone always says like, oh, I'm too busy to start a podcast or too busy to whatever.
Yeah.
And I do it too, like all the fucking time. Like,
oh yeah.
But like really, I'm not busy. I think what you really mean by that a lot of the time is you don't have the energy to do it after you've done whatever other few things you've done in the day, you know? Because like when I'm done with work, I basically won't do anything.
Yeah.
And then on the weekends, I'll go to the gym, and then sometimes I'll fucking take a nap for like an hour or two. And I'm like, why the fuck did you just take a nap? And every single time I regret it. I'm like, you could have been doing something for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You don't feel any better, and you're not going to get anything more done after your stupid little nap.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, man, we just waste so much time.
Dude, yeah, and I mean, it's the fact of getting comfortable.
Yeah.
Everybody's comfortable. Back in like caveman days, nobody's comfortable. You're always on edge. You're always trying to do stuff so that you survive, you know. But now it's just like all I have to do is pay my bills, and
we always choose comfort.
Oh yeah, because comfort's easy.
Yeah.
And change is scary.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
why nobody likes change. But I saw this podcast. Actually, I think it was on Joe Rogan's podcast, but I forget. But it was this guy. He was talking about how his dad passed away, and his dad didn't get to do all the things he wanted to do before he passed away. And he was like, that was such a light switch in my head of like, I'm not going to live in this safety anymore. I'm not going to live in this like scared, like I'm going to do the things I want. I'm going to go out and, you know, I can die tired, you know, that's fine. But as long as I'm living, I'm going to go do the things I want to do and have fun and work hard and do everything that I should be doing within. He's like, I don't know when I'm going to die. I might have, you know, like
2
a
days
day
left.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm going to do everything I can when I can do
I know, dude. I've been thinking about that a lot lately because life has gone by so fast.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was in elementary school 2 seconds ago, it feels like.
It feels like it, man.
I feel like I was 3 years old and laid down for a nap yesterday, and I woke up today.
It's so crazy to think about that stuff. Like,
And
that used to be a huge thing that I would think about and I'd be terrified about.
I'm
But
scared.
now I'm kind of getting more comfortable with it and like accepting that's part of life, and like this, you know, your life, you get one shot to have a good journey.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it seems like when you're young, even always, it seems like you have unlimited time left.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, we're 27.
Mm-hmm.
And that 27 years went by so fucking fast.
Oh, yeah.
And we're probably only going to live to maybe 80.
Yeah.
If we're lucky, maybe 90. But like from 80 to 90, you're not living a great quality of life anyway.
Yeah, honestly, after 80, I'm probably not going to want to live
It
anymore.
depends on the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're like 90, though, like my grandma Doris is 90.
Yeah.
She's actually like 93, I think.
Dang.
And she could still get a lot done by herself. It's
That's
pretty
good.
crazy.
She stayed healthy then.
But yeah, she fell like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and she like broke a rib and like some other shit. And that sucks because that's like when you're that old, that's probably like about the end if you get hurt like that.
I remember when my mom's mom, before she passed away, I think she was like 75, 76 or something like that. But she fell and broke her arm just from falling, slipping in the kitchen. And that's a crazy thing to think about, like your body being so brittle like that. That's a wild thing to think about.
It's crazy how fast our bodies like deteriorate. Because if you think about how fast a year is, like it's not that long, especially in like the grand scheme of like the universe and shit. Like 1 year is so quick. And for us to like from an embryo to grow, mature, and then like deteriorate from like 35 on, it's just deterioration. From like a kid till you're like 25 or something, you're like getting better.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's just downhill.
You know, I don't know the science 100% behind it, but one thing that's always confused me is if our bodies constantly reproduce cells, how come we don't like rejuvenate from that?
It's weird. It's ingrained in the cells to like get older, I think. I don't know. It has something to do with,
I don't know.
I don't know. We probably shouldn't talk about it because we're
I
idiots.
really don't know. That's why I didn't even really want to bring it up, because that probably sounds stupid even bringing it up.
I know we have like telomeres that are shortening, and I also have no idea what that means.
Neither do I, but it sounds convincing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if they could stop telomeres from shortening, then it would like stop the aging process. And that's about as much as I understand of that.
Interesting.
What is a telomere?
So why haven't you guys figured that out yet, scientists?
Yeah, smart people. Hurry up, dude. I'm trying to live forever.
I want to live forever. I'm in a good state right now, and if I could keep my body like this, well, this youthful, I guess.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
This would be the perfect age to stay at forever.
100%.
I don't need to get any older looking.
Yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm 27 right now. I'm still young, but we're creeping towards 30.
I think that's the perfect age. It's probably 30-ish, like 27 to 30 to stay forever. Like if you were going to live forever, you'd probably want to look like that. Because 21, you still kind of look like a kid.
Yeah, late 20s to early 30s is a good
that'd be like where you want to stop your aging.
Yeah, 100%. Dude.
Yeah, dude, but I've been thinking about that a lot lately, like how much time I waste. And I need to get like more comfortable being uncomfortable. I'm such a fucking little pussy. Like everything, I'm like, oh, I'm tired. Like I'm gonna go watch TV. Like, dude, be tired. Just do something else while you're tired, you bitch.
Do you actually want to get a bow?
Yeah, but how much are they?
I mean, you could get a decent one for like $400.
All right, you guys want to donate to the Bow Foundation?
If you get the money, I'll go with you to get a bow and I'll go shooting with you.
Well, yeah, that'd be fun. But I mean,
I'm just thinking
my
of stuff.
backyard is so big, we could probably shoot back there.
Oh yeah, we could get a target. Targets are like a good one. You probably spend $60 to $80 somewhere around there.
Like I kind of want a bow, but also I kind of don't want to spend that much money. But also I don't need another hobby. I need to like work on the other things that I want to do.
Well, what are your other hobbies?
Well, just working out, but like trying to grow like the social media shit.
Yeah.
And the podcast. I want to spend more time on that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't fucking know how we could do more than one a week at this.
Well, the one thing that we could do better is working on our TikToks and our Instagram.
Yeah, we need to do that more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And nobody has given us any advice. What's up with that, amigos?
It's because no one sees it.
It's because no one's watching.
After about 3 minutes, they clock out. They change the channel.
No way, dude. Our video that you posted last night already has 60 views.
Yeah, but a view on YouTube is weird because it must be just like if someone watches it for a couple minutes.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I can see the insights or whatever. And most people click off after a few minutes.
Yeah.
But it's because there's so much good shit.
How many subscribers do we have now?
200.
We got to 200?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys for subscribing.
Our next like big goal is 1,000, right?
Yeah, probably 500. But yeah, 1,000 is like, that's a pretty big
That's our next
milestone.
I was going to try and look at why am I doing whatever. Fuck it. I don't care. What is there to talk about? Dude, what I was just talking about earlier before the podcast, if we're going to start an army, if the apocalypse does happen, we need some of those lightsaber guys, man. I'm telling you, because one of those days, bullets are going to run out. And I know people could make gunpowder and they can make their own bullets, but that's not that many people, you know? And those people are going to be on our side too. I'm going to freaking make the whole army. I'm going to get the military guys, the former military guys that are all into that. I'm going to get the lightsaber guys, arm them with swords. We're going to have a whole freaking army, and we're going to rule the world, and everybody's going to be happy, and we're going to take care of the zombie apocalypse just like that.
Yeah, I think everyone that died from COVID is probably going to wake up in a few months and just come out of their graves as zombies. I think
darkness falls across the land.
I think a more scary thing would be if we like go to war with Russia, because they're not like Afghanistan. Like they have like a real army.
Yeah,
and they could actually like invade the U.S. I'm sure.
Yeah, but I don't think Russia's our biggest concern as of right now. It's more like North Korea.
No, I think we're on the cusp of war with Russia
right now.
Yeah, because they want to invade some country on their border. I want to say Crimea, but I'm probably wrong. Is Crimea in Russia? I don't know. It's some ally of the U.S. and they want to invade right now.
Really?
Yeah, and the U.S. is like, you're not doing it, or we're gonna fight you. And I'm like, why are we fighting for these other countries, dude?
Man. Because it's Russia.
It has something to do with money. Why do we protect like all these fucking other countries? Like, worry about
Oh,
yourself,
We
dude.
protect them because it has to do with money. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. That we have industries there. We have a bunch of stuff that's making us money from that country.
But sometimes it's like weird little countries. I'm like, how the fuck are we making any money with them?
Oil.
Yeah, but not like Afghanistan and shit. I'm talking about like we don't even protect Afghanistan.
Not anymore. Mr. Biden jumped right out of that place, even though he has an embassy there.
I have no idea what's going on in politics or with the world, but I did hear that we are on the cusp of war with Russia.
Well,
And that would be
bring it on,
insane.
Russia.
Dude, you know, it'd be crazy. I hope this never happens, dude. I hope there's never another nuclear bomb that goes off.
Oh, no.
Ever. Not that goes off like in testing, but
Honestly, they should be destroyed.
dude, yeah. Like if we could have some third party alien race take care of it for us, like we all turn in all
Well,
of
the
our...
UN should take care of it.
Yeah, but they're not going to because everyone's going to hide and they're going to keep some. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like there's no fucking way because we're all
Exactly.
little fucking psychopaths.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened already, honestly. Just the whole world exploding.
I think because we're dumb, but we're not that dumb. Because we know,
yeah.
like, if we nuke Russia, they're going to nuke us. And then there's going to be, like, a whole volley of, like, these allies that are, or whatever.
Yep. That's what the Cold War was. It was a freaking Mexican standoff against us with nuclear bombs.
You're standing there with a gun. You're like, don't do it.
Don't.
Hey, you shoot me. I shoot him. He shoots him. And he shoots him.
You see this? This is my big pew pew.
This is my pew pew.
My pew pew.
My big boy pew pew.
My pew pew.
This is my atom fusion pew pew. You ever had an atom fusion pew pew?
Yeah, I had one of them atom fusion pew pew.
It's the strongest pew pew you ever seen.
Strongest goddamn pew pew you ever done see, boy.
What's his name? Who's the leader of North Korea?
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un and his dad are like the biggest sociopaths that have ever walked the face of the earth.
Yep. Yep.
They
Dude.
literally starve their people. Like they have nothing.
Yeah, their stores have pictures of fruit.
Yeah, the
the
only
windows.
places Americans can go is on a tour of this fake bullshit where they make it look like North Korea is amazing.
Yep.
And they do such a bad job of it too. I'm like, you couldn't get any good actors for this?
Yeah, like
They're all like, we love it here. We're not gonna fucking die if we say that's real truth.
they're like, oh my
Like
God,
fucking shaking and shit.
he's right behind me.
We
Isn't
have
he?
lots of food. That's why I weigh 75 pounds.
We mostly eat like fruit though. That's why we don't weigh that much.
That lady went on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name, but she was like raised in North Korea and she escaped. And she was telling like the truth of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like no food, dude. They have like they'll eat. Okay, first of all, people can't own their own livestock. Like the government owns everything, technically.
Yeah, it's a dictatorship.
So if you have like cattle and shit, you can't even slaughter the cattle and eat the meat because it doesn't belong to you.
Yep.
And I don't know, they get some kind of tiny rations of food and shit. She said there would be there's dead bodies all over the fucking place.
I'm surprised there hasn't been a rebellion.
They can't rebel because they're starving. They don't have the resources to get together and be like, all right, let's fucking switch this around.
You'd think
Their
they'd try,
army,
though,
the people in
man.
their army should do it.
Yeah,
Those would be the only people that could do it.
dude. Yeah.
But so she said there's train stations where there's just piles of bodies. Like as a kid, you see so many dead bodies, you're like desensitized to it.
Mm-hmm.
And near the dead bodies, there's rats, and the rats eat the dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And then the little kids, like the parents have to tell them, don't eat the rats. Because the kids will like be so hungry that they'll fucking hunt the rats and kill it and literally eat it raw.
Yeah.
And they'll get sick and die.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rats eat their bodies.
Yep.
It's insane, dude.
That's fucked, man. Yeah, honestly, I would think that they would have started a rebellion by now, even though they're starving and there's not that many of them.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not do anything about that?
Yeah, I don't know how, dude. I would yeah, I don't know.
Like, I understand they're just trying to survive right now.
Yeah.
But it's like, I know there's got to be at least, I'm sure all of them feel the way of like, dude, something needs to be done about this.
Yeah.
But
Maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe the ones in the army feel like they have some kind of power and they like it or something. You know what I mean? Because they're probably treated a little better
Or maybe they just feel safe and
than the
comfortable.
common folk. Yeah, that's it. Probably they feel safe and comfortable, but everyone else is like suffering.
Yep. But it's not them, so who
it's
cares?
not their fault. Yeah, it's insane.
Yep.
I can't believe that that's going on. If there's any war, it should be like every other country in the world coming together to fucking destroy them.
Yeah, can't we all just get along?
No, but like, how can we allow people to be treated like that?
Dude, because our country is just as fucked up as the next.
But the U.S. goes to war over dumber shit every day. You know what I mean?
The thing that
we spend resources on shit.
The biggest thing that I don't like about America is they make us feel like we are the saviors, the saints. We are America.
Like we're the best.
And then
in
it's
the world.
like, dude, we're fighting over oil, bro. What the fuck? Like, can't we just go help some people out and shit? And we do that. There's a lot of stuff that we help out with, but it's people who are allied with us, and it's people who, you know, had a great devastation like Haiti when that hurricane hit. There's a lot of reservists that went out there and brought supplies and stuff, but definitely a lot more help could have been made there. But
yeah, we help a lot of people. Like our nation's in like trillions of dollars in debt.
yeah,
And we still give money to like fucking everyone.
oh yeah,
Like we have it. That's like if I owed if I owned like 30 houses, never paid the fucking mortgage, but I was still like giving money to all my friends. Like, where'd I even get it? Oh, I drew it on some paper.
Yeah. And you know what was cool about Donald Trump is he gave us like 3 $2,000 checks.
Yeah.
Joe Biden's never done that.
No, he did.
Jerk.
He sent us one of the stimulus checks.
Did he?
Yeah. One of them came from Trump. One of them came from Biden.
2 came from Trump. We got 3 total.
3?
Yeah.
Well, either way, at least one came from Biden. He like continued the plan.
Sneaky
But
little
either
bastard.
way, all it did was fucking contribute to inflation.
Yeah, true.
You can't give $1,000 to every fucking person in the United States.
Every civilian, yeah.
It's insane.
That's just how it is. Not everybody got it though, because you have to have proof of
Well, you had
a job to do that.
No, you didn't. If you,
I know a couple people that didn't get it because they didn't get a stimulus check. Yeah, because if you had a job before COVID and you had proof of that job, and even if you lost that job or you're still working there, that's your proof. So they check your bank statements or something. I don't know how they do it. But
what do you mean? So you're saying like people that were on unemployment didn't get it?
Yeah, pretty much. They got their unemployment adjusted though, because unemployment went
They got higher
sky high.
unemployment.
It was like $2,000 a month.
I know. It's crazy. Yeah, someone I know wasn't working for like a couple months, and they were like, I don't even want to go back to work because I'm getting way more on unemployment.
Yeah, dude.
That's insane.
Yeah, dude. I think it also depended on the person too.
Yeah,
I don't know how
it
that
depended
works.
on their previous pay. I think it depends on what they were making before, because it's like unemployment insurance. Because whenever you have a job, you pay into unemployment. It's like a tax.
Yeah.
And based on your salary, you may have paid a lot more than someone else. So if you go on it, you deserve more.
Yeah. And also marriage and kids go into that too.
Yeah, all that shit. Everyone with kids gets so much money. I remember when I like worked at the movie theater when I was like 16, and this like 20-year-old chick had a kid. And I remember getting like my refund check, and it was probably like $800, and I thought it was like so much, you know, because I was like 16.
Yeah.
And then she got like $5,000 for her kid.
What?
Plus whatever else she got. But I was like, what the fuck? How'd you get $5,000?
Because she's got a kid, man.
I was like, I'm gonna fucking knock someone up right now for 5 G's, baby.
Yeah, man.
So they cost a lot more than
How
that.
come you and Lily haven't had a kid yet? Why is that?
We just want to wait until we can give the kid the best life possible, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to travel more still, and we want to kind of like grow in our careers and stuff first.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to have a kid and then try to figure that shit out, because it makes it a lot. They take up a lot of time, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. You pretty much you have to forfeit your life.
Yeah.
For that kid's life.
Like, I'm in school. Like, I can't imagine doing school and working a full-time job and trying to raise a baby.
Yeah. Oh God.
So yeah, we made that choice like really early on.
Yeah.
That we said we were gonna wait till we were 30,
Mm-hmm.
but now we're thinking more like maybe 35-ish.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you can have the conversation again at 30 and be like, are we
Yeah.
ready or are we not ready?
Yeah, we're gonna see like where we're at for sure.
Yeah.
We want a bigger house than this one.
Yeah.
This is pretty small for a baby.
Oh yeah. I mean, you have the guest room.
You could definitely raise a baby in here. It just wouldn't be like super optimal.
Mm. You have a good backyard, but I mean, you definitely could do it right now if you wanted to.
We could, but we just don't want to.
Yeah.
Because we'd rather.
That's an important thing too, is realizing when you're ready. Like, being ready doesn't mean that you don't have enough money. Being ready means like, okay, I'm mentally ready to have a kid. I want to take this step in my life.
That too, because I think we could afford it.
Yeah.
We could definitely afford it, and we wouldn't be like struggling or anything.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm not mentally ready to raise a kid. I want to like be able to teach my kid everything they need to know to like do well in life.
Yeah.
And I'm not ready to be that kind of mentor to a child.
Nobody's ready ever though.
I know I'm never going to feel 100% ready, but I'm like right now, I don't know.
Yeah. You still feel like a kid?
Yeah.
That's how I feel, dude.
I feel like a kid.
Every time I'm around my girlfriend's daughter, I'm just like, oh, I don't want to screw this up.
Yeah.
You know?
You're like, how are you doing this?
Yeah. Dude, I freaking envy her, man. She does everything by herself. Like
your girlfriend?
Yeah, she's got her own place, her own car. She takes care of her kids. She's got 2 dogs and a cat. She takes care of all of them by herself.
Yeah, she sounds like a badass.
She's a freaking badass, dude. She's got 2 full-time jobs.
It's insane.
I don't know how she does it, man.
That's crazy. Does she have like childcare? Or like what does she do with her kid?
She doesn't get like any money from
No,
her
I don't mean
dad.
like that. I mean, what does she do with her kid when she goes to work?
She usually drops it off at her mom's.
Drops it off.
Drops her off. Sorry. It off. Make it sound like it's an animal.
I don't know why that
Drop
was so
that
funny.
thing off at her mother's.
She drops it off.
Oh my god.
I don't know why it was so funny.
Because it made her sound not like a human.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
She's
Sound
in
like
her
a
kennel.
creature.
She puts it in the kennel.
In the kennel. She's like, don't stick your fingers in it, bites. It's still hungry.
She likes peanut butter and jelly.
Go feed it. My god. No, but I think what is cool about this relationship is that I can tell Ashton's starting to like me and get like familiar with me, which is good because her dad's not the coolest. So, but you know, if he's not going to be a good male role model, I will.
Does he see her?
I mean,
or not like consistently?
He is not. I mean, obviously he's not going to watch this podcast, but I'm not going to say any names. But he makes up like he's supposed to. They're supposed to swap every other week, but he just makes up all these excuses. Like he's had COVID 3 times this month.
This month.
I know, dude. It's
all right, Bill
ridiculous.
Nye, come up with a new excuse, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm like, dude. This guy's just lazy with his excuses.
Yeah.
Like, figure it out, man.
That's all it is. He's just being lazy. Doesn't want to raise
just say you don't want to see your daughter. You know, don't be a freaking jerk.
It's crazy. Yeah, my sister's dad. He was like that too. Like, after my mom and him got a divorce, he would see my sister like every couple of years. He would show up for like a few weeks, and then he would disappear again.
Yeah.
He was always working under the table, so he didn't have to pay my mom child support. And then when he would come around, he would act like he was like the best dad ever, when he was obviously a fucking loser. I remember when I was like 11, he came to our apartment, and we probably had seen him maybe 3 years before that was the last time we'd seen him. And we're like walking around outside with him. He's like, "Hey, Brendan, do you have $5? I need to get cigarettes." And I was like, how are you asking an 11-year-old for $5, bro?
Oh my god.
Like, what a loser.
This dude, that's just the vibes I get from this guy. It's like same kind of person. Like, you just think about yourself. You don't think about your kids who are literally relying on you to learn how to be an adult and learn how to grow up. Dude, I don't know how people can do that.
That's probably part of the reason I like don't feel like I'm ready to have kids, because I want to make sure I don't do that. And another thing me and Leah have actually talked about is like, we want to make sure that we're not going to get a divorce.
Yeah.
Because like the fact of it is people get divorced.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we have a really good relationship,
Yeah.
but it could happen.
Yeah. In 5
like,
years. I mean, like, honestly, by the time you're 35, you'll know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
know?
Like by the time we're 35, we've been together so long. Like I
Mm-hmm.
already know, like right now, like I could definitely be with her for the rest of my life. Like we have a
Mm-hmm.
very good relationship.
Yeah.
But like who knows if something happens in like 3 years or something, and then we had a kid. It makes it so much more complicated and bad for the kid.
Yeah. And that's another thing is like, my girlfriend's daughter, her dad not being in her life is making her like question everything. Like, does he love me? Does like, and that's not only hard on the kid, that's also hard on my girlfriend too.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like both of them are like pretty much getting punished because this guy wants to think about himself instead of other people.
Yeah, it's really hard on the parent, I think, because
it's so hard.
My sister would cry and shit too when her dad didn't show up for like fucking weeks or years.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be like, I want to see my dad.
Yeah.
I'm like, it was actually better for me to never meet my dad.
100%. And that was one thing that my girlfriend said.
Yeah.
Because when she had the kid, she told him, like, don't come back. Don't, just leave and do not come back. And she had her for, I think it was a year or two. And then he came back and like claimed custody and all this, or tried to claim custody and all this stuff. And it was all because his family's like super Catholic religious, and they're like, you have to make a good face for your family and stuff. Like, so that's like the only reason he's really doing that.
But he's just making it worse.
He's making it absolutely worse.
Yeah, if you're out there and you have some piece of shit dude that you're with and you have a kid and he's like flaky and shit, it's literally better. And if you're the guy listening, it's literally better if you never see that kid in your whole life than if you come and go as you please.
100%.
And be like a half-ass piece of shit dad.
Yeah.
Because I never had a dad and it really didn't affect me, I don't think.
My dad's calling me right now.
Speaking of dads.
Yeah. But you know what? At least he cares. He's probably just asking me when I'm going to pick him up today.
Oh, you're picking him up?
Yeah. Well, we're doing... Oh, my God, dude.
It's the loudest vibrator I've ever heard in my life.
Dude, he is like... My dad... I love my dad to death. But things he could text me, he calls me. He never texts me. It's always calls. Always calls.
It's
when
like
I
3
guarantee
words.
you, he's only calling me to say, "Hey, when are you picking me up?" It's like, text me, bro. It's not even a full sentence. Like, just text it to me.
Time you be here.
Ah, man. But that's that old school mentality, man.
Yeah.
I gotta call him. We gotta. And then FaceTime, he doesn't understand.
I wish I was better at talking on the phone.
Talking on the phone's not very hard for me. The one thing that is hard for me with talking on the phone is saying goodbye to people.
Oh, really?
It's always awkward. It's always awkward.
Yeah, when I call people, so like at my job, sometimes I have to call an agent and tell them something.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, it's so awkward because I used to be like frontline customer service.
Yeah.
And I would always say like, can I help you with anything else?
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm calling them for something specific and I'm not going to help them with anything else.
Yeah.
So I don't say that anymore. And it's always just awkward. So I'm like, yeah, so that's it. And then they're like, all right, thank you. Goodbye. And it's like always super awkward.
Oh my God.
And it always is like way shorter. I'm like, oh, this probably take like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look at the clock like after I'm done calling, it's like 1 minute.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought that was going to take a lot longer.
Oh my God, dude. My dad just fucking... Every time I get mad at my dad, I can't stop thinking about it.
He has that kind of personality.
Oh, dude.
Like, if you met his dad, he would definitely know. He's the type of guy that would call you instead of text you.
Yeah.
For a little thing.
100%, dude. And it's an old school thing. Yeah, for sure. But it's like I've told him a million times. He doesn't like, it's so weird because he can be a good listener. And then he's like the worst listener ever. Like so many, like just communication with him, man. I'm just like, dude, I don't know how many times I've told him to text me. Yeah. Just text me. Just text me. Just text me. And it's like, No, he calls me twice. I hung up on him and he called me back right away.
Oh, I hate when my mom does that.
It's like,
I'm like,
stop.
I'm blocking you for a reason.
Yeah. If I hung up on you, it's not because I hate you.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm doing something and I need to not be disturbed right
You should
now.
probably text him every time you're going to do the podcast.
I need to put my phone on airplane mode or
Yeah,
something.
that too.
Good Lord.
Dude, do you think guys are getting like less manly?
Oh, yeah.
It seems like it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's still macho men for sure, but I think, you know, the whole wave of accepting people for who they are, and if you're gay or if you want to be more feminine or if you're transgender or whatever it is, I think that is what is affecting masculinity.
I think so.
I feel like it's more balancing it out though.
Yeah, we're more just like getting to be how you want to be instead of trying to put on this persona. But I think guys back in the day had to act like that so much that that's actually who they became.
Oh yeah.
Because like your dad, he has like a loud voice.
Oh yeah.
And he has like a manly presence.
Well, he's got a loud voice because he's got a big old belly pushing on his lungs, dude.
Well, a few years ago he didn't.
That's true. Well, I mean, he still had a belly, not like he does now, though. Good Lord. Thing's got its own gravitational pull, man.
Him and Big Booty Judy should hang out. Just bouncing off each other.
Yeah. They'll run at each other and she'll turn backwards real quick.
Maybe that's why like big fat guys get bitches sometimes. Well, usually they're rappers, so
yeah.
that's usually when I see it.
I don't know. What's up with the dad bod thing? I never understood that.
Bullshit,
The girls
dude.
are like, oh my God, dad bods and mustaches.
It's straight up bullshit, the dad bod thing.
I don't think it's real either.
I think it's bullshit. Cause like,
but then again, I've seen some dudes with dad bods pulling some hot chicks.
you know, I think girls don't care as much as guys. A lot of girls don't care as much as guys about looks. It really must be that because you see some gorgeous girls with some ugly ass dudes. Yeah. Sometimes they're rich, but sometimes they're not.
Yeah, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're just a 9 to 5.
He's just cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they care a lot more about personality, and I think it definitely does have to do with money sometimes. Like a guy that makes enough to like provide for you and you don't have to worry and shit. Yeah. I think that's very attractive. Not that he's like a millionaire and like can buy you anything you want, but it's just that like sense of protection.
Oh yeah.
Because even like if you're gonna have kids with this person, it's like a mating thing.
Yeah.
You're like, who's gonna be able to protect me and my children and my genes?
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why they do it, because big dudes look like bears.
Yeah.
And who is the best at protecting their family?
Big bears.
Big bears. Well, it's usually mama cups though, so I don't know.
But there's a lot of YouTube videos where they'll go out,
or mama bears.
Like a fitness dude will go out, and show pictures to girls. And it'd be like, what's better, this bod or this bod? It'll be like a dad bod or like a ripped dude. Or sometimes it'll be like ripped dude, dad bod, fucking jacked ass bodybuilder. And no one likes the jacked ass bodybuilder. No.
I don't know. Like, are you talking like
Jay Cutler? Yeah,
okay,
like that big.
I mean, I can see how that's not appealing.
It's like cool, but it's not like sexy.
Yeah, it's like that's too much.
Yeah.
That's way too much.
Yeah, I actually trimmed down a lot because like a few years ago, I was like 215. Like boulder shoulder out the ass.
Yeah, you were huge.
But my face was like puffy too because I would eat too much and some other shit.
Well, it's also part of your lifting. If you're lifting really heavy and you're like, when all that blood rushes to your head, I forget what it's called, but I watched something about it. But it's like your blood vessels bursts or something, and like it makes your face puffy.
That's weird. I know mine had to do more with like estrogen levels.
Yeah,
but I did not look good. And then like I just wouldn't look good in like cool clothes.
Really?
Yeah, it would almost look like I was fat. Oh, because it would just hang off. Because I would have to wear a big shirt. Like,
were you cut when you were doing?
Yeah, I would have abs.
Yeah,
but like. Just because I was so big and I had to wear like an extra large shirt. Yeah. And the shirts, they're always made more wide than like tall and shit. So the arms would be filled out and the chest would be filled out and the stomach's like draping all big. And they would like make it look like I was fat. Plus the puffy face. Yeah. It would look like I was fat.
That's how Jay Cutler looks when he wears his shirts.
Yeah, he looks like he's a fat dude.
He looks like a giant fat guy.
But he's cut. Because after a while, when your body gets that big, you're really not slim
Which is
anymore.
weird. There needs to be a company that makes like tapered shirts for big dudes.
It's weird, yeah. Built does a pretty good job, but not to the point
But
where
that's like average muscle guy.
yeah, because
That's
now
not huge Jay Cutler.
yeah, I was 215 back then, which is not even close to Jay Cutler,
Yeah.
but it's a lot bigger than now. Now I'm only 185,
Yeah.
and I like this look a lot better.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you're freaking shredded now.
Yeah,
You're
I was
freaking
actually
shredded
more
now.
shredded then.
Really?
Yeah, like I definitely had less body fat,
Dang.
but I just like this look better, especially
You
with
gotta
clothes.
be careful when you start getting down to like under 10% body fat, because like when you get too shredded, it can damage your body.
I mean, it can.
It also puts you in a terrible mood.
It's hard to get that shredded. You have to be. Yeah, the reason it's bad for your body is because you have to diet so much that you'll probably miss out on like a lot of micronutrients that you need,
Yeah.
or even just fat levels. Especially if you're a natural bodybuilder.
Mm-hmm.
If you get down that shredded, it's way more unsafe
Yeah.
than someone who's like on steroids.
Because you're relying on that food instead of the steroids.
yeah, and you won't get enough fat to produce the hormones you need. So a lot of natural guys, if you test them like right before a show,
Yeah.
they'll be shredded, and they shrink a lot more than guys on steroids. But their testosterone will be so fucking low,
Oh yeah.
like right at the show, because your body needs fat. It needs the cholesterol to turn into testosterone,
yeah.
and it won't have any. So you're basically like making yourself a girl. Same thing happens to girls before the show. They won't get their period for like 6 months or some shit.
What?
Yeah, because
Oh
it
yeah,
fucks with
I
their
did hear
hormones.
about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's so nuts, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Won't get your period because your body's all fucked up.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
a lot of girls. Yeah,
Dude, the other day my girlfriend was fucking with me. She's like, I'm late on my period. And I was like, don't you fucking scare me. Don't you start that. And she's like, well, I don't know. And I was like, you have an IUD? There's no way you're pregnant. Stop saying that stuff.
you got to use a condom like Drake and then put hot sauce in it.
She loves to fuck with me on that though, dude. She's like, might be pregnant. I'm like, don't you fucking say that. You already have one
No, you're not.
kid. We don't need another one right now. Chill.
You're like, no for me, thanks, bro.
It's all you.
You're like, all right, so am I gonna leave forever
Am I gonna leave
or
for
stay here?
Oh no, I could never do that. That would be so mean.
It's
dude.
hard. I don't know how people do it.
That's like that to me is evil.
It is evil, but some people, I think, I don't know, man. Some people are just pieces of shit, and I can't even understand it.
Dude, yeah, me either. I can't really like I can't
You
even
can't wrap
fathom.
your mind around it.
No, like cuz that is like selfishness is an okay thing to have, but if you let selfishness be your only thing, like your only characteristic, you're going to be absolutely 100% evil.
Yeah, I think a lot of these people are literally sociopaths.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
if you met my mom's ex-boyfriend,
Like 100% sociopath.
he was definitely a sociopath.
Oh yeah.
Because he would just be mean. He would slap her, call her bitch, like all this crazy shit
Yeah.
that I look back on and I'm like, could I do any of that to Lily? No, if I did it to Lily one time, like hit her and called her a bitch, I would go in the room and put a gun in my mouth and shoot myself.
Yeah,
Because I'm a
dude.
piece of shit.
Exactly. I would not be able to live with myself at that point. Like,
No,
good lord.
like-
I just don't get it.
you're just a piece of trash.
Yeah. You're literally the scum of the earth.
Yeah, if anyone knows Peter K in Phoenix, Arizona,
Yeah.
Peter Woman Beater, tell him that.
Kay.
Kaye. His mom's name is Pecky.
Yeah. Find him and beat his ass.
He's got a son named Jonathan who's fucking awesome. His son is amazing. Nothing like him.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Adopt his son, kill the dad. Well, don't kill him, but beat him up.
His son, so like, yeah, he had a son that was 5 years older than me. So when my mom met him, I was 5 and the son was 10. And we got along, even though we were 5 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was kind of a little, like, not that annoying when I was like little kid.
Mm-hmm.
I got along with older kids. Like, some of my friends,
I always hung out with older kids usually too.
sometimes, like, I would go to my friend's house and I would end up hanging out with their older brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could talk more to them.
Yeah.
Whereas the other kids were, like, still in that really annoying, like...
Well, you also went through a lot as a kid.
It did. That
That
probably has something
probably
to do with
made you a lot more mature than.
I wasn't
most
allowed
kids.
to be loud and shit.
Oh.
Because,
God.
yeah, the house had to be, like, silent and I had to clean and shit. And like, because if he'd be like taking a meth nap, because he'd be like awake for 10 days or whatever, and then he would need to sleep for like 5 days, and I'd make noise and he'd come out and be like, "Shut up!" He'd fucking like slap us or whatever.
You should have done the old what was that on Breaking Bad, where that girl throws up in her meth sleep and she drowns in it.
Yeah.
She just poured water in his mouth and made him lay on his back.
Dude, you have no idea like how many times I've thought like if I had a time machine and could go back into my kid body,
Oh yeah,
I would kill him.
100%.
I would be like asking my mom weird questions like, "Hey, have you done drugs in the last 3 days?" Why? Just make sure you don't. Drink a lot of water.
Just yeah.
Because then the cops will investigate everything and drug test everyone. And
Yeah.
I was like, how would I kill him without getting taken away from my mom?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't think about that aspect.
That's what I always think about.
Interesting.
Because I'm like, she would try to take. I'm sure if I did it, she would try to say it was her, so I didn't go to jail or whatever. But I was 5. You're not gonna fucking go to jail when you're little.
Also, if you did the drowning thing, nobody would be at fault.
Yeah.
Because it would just be he died in his sleep.
I'd probably just inject him with insulin.
Inject him with insulin?
Yeah, if you do like a bunch of insulin and you don't eat carbs, you go to sleep and never wake up.
Yeah, but they would be able to pull that up on like some sort of scan.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know about like in 2002 if they were looking at that shit. I mean, they might have, but they might not have.
Maybe.
He had meth in his system. They probably would think it's that.
Yeah, they're probably just, oh, he overdosed.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm saying water, dude, because nobody's going to be like, there was water in his mouth. He drowned. They're going to be like, no, he was on meth. That's why he's dead.
Wait, so how did it do it?
If he's asleep from a meth nap, so he's going to be asleep for 3 days, you pour water in his mouth and in his nose, and he drowns.
Oh, he would have woke up. He wasn't like that much asleep.
Oh, well, you got to wait till it's like a real meth sleep.
Like, I couldn't make noise in the house, so I think he's going to wake up when I'm putting water in his mouth.
What the fuck?
What the fuck you doing? Trying to kill you?
What's going on?
I'm like, quit smoking meth, bro.
Fucking crazy ass.
Yeah, he was such a piece of shit, dude. Like,
Why
you
is
wouldn't believe how much of a loser he was, too.
I can't believe there's just people like that in the world.
I can't either.
Just do us all a favor. Jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
If you know you're a sociopath piece of shit and you beat your girlfriend, just kill yourself, please.
Yeah, leave a comment and leave your address.
Be like, I like to hit my girlfriend and I'm very mean piece of shit. Here is my address.
I'm just going to call the cops and be like, hey, go to this place. This guy's beating his girlfriend.
What's so sad is the girls will protect them.
Yeah. I don't like. I've had somebody explain that to me before, but I forget.
Well,
it's something to do with comfort and scaredness at the same time.
Yeah. Well, they do love the person.
Yeah.
It's weird because you can love someone through a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
And you can. It's weird. Yeah. Love works weird.
Love's a mysterious thing.
Like, I even think that he did love my mom.
Yeah.
But I think he was a sociopath also. Like,
yeah.
I obviously, I don't think you can be like a full sociopath and love someone, but he definitely didn't have like all the emotions or something. I mean,
Dude.
I don't know. I want to know what's up with the brain chemistry of people that like can beat their girlfriends. It's got to be off.
I don't know.
Like, it has to be different than mine. I can't, there's no way I could do it.
Yeah, I really don't know how, like, the first time they do it, is that when it clicks in their head when they're like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah,
you
maybe.
know? Or is it like they're always just like, I don't give a fuck. I do what I want.
Yeah.
I'll beat up who I want. I am my own emperor.
Yeah, he thought he was tough, but I don't think he ever fought a dude like ever.
Well,
actually, he did fight these kids outside of Denny's once, but they were probably like, I'm not even joking.
Oh, dude, that reminded me of a story.
Dude, so we were eating at Denny's, me, him, and my mom, and then we'll probably close after this. But
let me tell my story real quick after this, and then we can do it.
all right, so we're eating at Denny's. I was probably like 7 or 8, and these kids come up and jump on the window with their asses and their dicks, like pushing them up against the glass. Like, while people are eating, like, first of all, that's like sexual assault or something. Like, I don't even know. Like, the ass,
So funny.
the ass is kind of funny, but the dick and balls on the fucking glass is insane.
Dude, They went the whole mile, man. Oh
it was
my
like 3 or
God.
4 guys, and then my mom's boyfriend and like 1 or 2 other guys from Denny's walk outside and like fight them.
Yeah.
And like, I remember he fell in the rocks. My mom's boyfriend, Pete,
Yeah.
Peter Kaye, Mom and Petty. He fell in the rocks and he like scratched his elbow. He complained about that shit for a year, bro. No joke.
What a baby.
He was like, "It kind of still hurts a little."
But I've been to prison for a year. It changed me.
Yeah,
Shut up.
he was a little bitch.
What a loser.
All right, what was your story?
One time I went to Denny's with Trevor
Mm-hmm.
and another one of our friends, Stogner. And there's this biker gang that went into the Denny's and they were just being complete assholes. I don't think they were a gang or a club or anything, but there was just a group of biker guys and they were just being such dicks. And they started like throwing food and some of it like came towards us and stuff. And like Trevor was getting pissed and he wanted to fight all of them. And I was like, dude, there's like 20 of them. There's 3 of us. Let's not do that. And so we ate and we left, and then we saw their bikes, and I was like, get the car started. And I pushed their bikes over.
God.
Fucking domino style, dude. Got them all knocked over. Jump in the car. We drove off. All of them come running out as we're peeling out. And I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Dude, you're lucky you didn't die, dude.
Yeah, but fuck those guys, man.
Dude, messing with a biker
That
gang?
shit was...
That's like the dumbest thing you can do.
I don't think it was a gang, dude.
It was just like regular assholes.
I think it was just a group of guys that were being assholes.
Just fat assholes that had a couple
no,
beers.
if I saw them wearing cuts, I would not have fucked with them.
It's like Hell's Angels.
yeah,
You're like,
if they were Hell's Angels. Did I ever tell you that I used to fucking drink at a bar with the Hell's Angels and I didn't know?
Really?
Yeah, I used to go to this bar called Toso's, and I used to drink with these guys every now and then, and one time they came up to me and I was talking to one of the guys that I always talk to, and he's like talking about something. He's like, cause you know who I roll with, right? And I was like, what? And he's like, the Angels. And I was like, excuse me?
You're like, you're in a Victoria's Secret
what
model?
The fuck, dude? And he was like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And my friend who had a drinking problem at the time actually came up to me right then. And he was like, yeah, just start talking shit to me like he usually did when he was drinking, and that was just normal, him being annoying. And he's like, oh, fuck you, Bart, blah, 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 you know, and then walked off. And that dude was like, do you want me and my boys to take care of him? And I was like, no, dude, no, let me take, that's on me. That's my friend. Don't hurt him, please. Do not kill him.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
To like choke him, put to sleep.
No, I think they would have taken him into the bathroom and beat the crap out of him.
That's insane.
Yeah, man. That scared the crap out of me, and I haven't been to Toso since then.
That's crazy.
So it's like I don't want to even be close to those people. It's crazy.
That's insane.
But yeah.
All right, if you guys have ever hung out with the Hells Angels, leave it in the comments. If you ever had abusive stepdad, not really what I would call him, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then leave it in the comments.
Yeah.
And if you beat your wife, put it in the comments and we'll fucking kill you. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. If you could hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you could follow us on Instagram at Los Amigos Gringos, on TikTok at Los Amigos Gringos 1, and on Apple and Spotify if you don't want to see us.
Yep.
Thank you. See you in the next one.